This week, you are going to be at a barbecue, a social event full of food. You're going to be standing in front of a table of burgers and potato salad and somebody's mom's famous dessert. What are you going to do? How are you going to lead yourself through this event? Believe it or not, what you do and how you lead yourself at these types of events says more about your leadership than your spreadsheet does. If you aren't familiar with us at the Fitness Project, our biggest belief is a great leader leads themselves first. And we always tell our clients, fitness is not your problem. Self-leadership is your problem. And self-leadership specifically under pressure, whether it's peer pressure, a social setting, stress of life, it's those moments that really make or break your leadership and your results. With the 4th of July coming up, in America, this is our big celebration, 250 years as a country, and there will be parties, there will be gatherings, there will be boating, there will be so many events that involve food. So if you are a leader who is trying to put your health first, you're trying to get in shape, you're trying to lose weight, you've got to see this weekend as practice. And I'm going to give you our 3 top tips for our clients when they're going into these social events to make sure that they walk away feeling proud of what they did. Tip number 1, if you're going to be at a barbecue and trying to put your health at the forefront, is move first. Ask questions later. What I mean by that is before you go into any event, whether it's a social summer barbecue or even the holidays, move your body first. And I'm not saying that because you need to burn calories before you go eat food. I'm saying that because it sets the tone for your day. Sometimes you might make a decision that you already worked out this week, you feel great, you don't need it. But for most of us, doing some type of movement before we go into a big social gathering with lots of different types of people is actually what's going to set us up for success. Again, it's not so you can burn calories and eat more. It's so that you start your day on a high note, remembering what's important to you. Might be going for a walk, doing a quick stretch, going to a yoga class, or doing a full lifting workout. Whatever it is, move your body first because it's going to set the tone for your day. Tip number 2 for this weekend, if you are going to be going into a social setting that involves food, here's the approach. Decide what you're going to eat before you get to the table. Now, I do not mean track all your food meticulously and try to tell the future about all the options that will be available. I am saying go in with a plan. Don't say I'll decide when I get there. To give you a personal example, every time that I go into some type of social setting, I am very intentional to not go in starving and to also be thinking ahead about how I'd like to approach this meal, you could say. Am I going to, for example, have a little bit of everything that I want? Or am I going to really prioritize one dessert and then a protein-focused meal? On the other hand, am I going to have a few appetizers to tie me over and then have my meal? And lastly, am I going to have a drink? Right now, my answer is always no, because I am pregnant, if you haven't seen our other videos. But in general, I'm deciding in advance, am I going to have dessert or am I going to have a couple cocktails? I usually wouldn't have both. These are just examples of what works for me personally and how I build my plans. But when we're talking to clients, we always remind them, it's not that what you're going to eat in that day is going to kill your goals. It's going to be the mindset and the habit of saving up your calories, not planning ahead, and then slowly overdoing it. And in the day, getting in your head and feeling like, oh, I shouldn't have eaten that. Well, I already messed up, so let's keep going. So just having a plan and an intention in advance solves a lot of those problems. Again, the plan is, what do you want to eat that day? What do you actually want? Not just going in and hoping that you make healthy choices, because again, there's going to be your Uncle Joe who offers you a beer. There's going to be endless options for food. So really just thinking in advance, what do I actually want and what's going to make me feel good is the mindset that's going to set you up for success. In the caption below, we also have a social summer blueprint guide that's going to help you see More specifically, like, how do you make the decision of what to eat that day? And how do I approach this whole barbecue as a whole? So if you want to see this in more of a written format, grab that guide below and you can download it before you get to the event this weekend. The third and final point is going to be the most important for you to remember from this video. This mindset shift is what is going to set you up for success, not just at this next event, but at every event to come, whether it is Christmas, Thanksgiving, birthdays, or any other significant event that involves people and food. Ready? It is one day. This event is one day. One day does not make or break your progress. The only way that a holiday or an event ruins your progress is if you let that event become your whole journey. If you allow it to consume you and convince you that you've somehow screwed everything up, that weeks of consistency, that months of consistency is ruined by one day of overeating. That is simply not true. So your mindset here is, this is one event, it's one meal, it's one day, it does not make or break me. And every single time that you go into an event like this, you want to be thinking, let's practice. Let's try something different. I will tell you, after years and years and years of doing this, I still go to certain events and barbecues and I overeat. And I'm like, that didn't feel good. What did I miss there? So no matter how long you will be doing this, and hopefully you're focusing on your health for the rest of your life, you will want to see these events as practice and finding your perfect strategy that hits 90% of the time. But don't put so much pressure on yourself to be perfect or to track all your food or to only eat the salad. Don't white knuckle it, because that's actually what's going to reinforce that pattern of feeling like it has to be all or nothing. And if you messed up and ate one extra piece of pizza or cake, that you've somehow ruined it. That mindset shift is everything. Focus on making progress at this next event, doing it a little bit better than you've done in the past, and you'll be miles ahead of where you would have been otherwise. In summary, as you're going into your 4th of July weekend or whatever holiday is next for you, think, move my body first, make my plan for my nutrition or my food in advance, and remind myself it's just one day, it's one event, it's one meal, and it does not make or break my progress unless I allow it to. That said, go have a beautiful weekend. Be so present. Remember, the point of events like this is to celebrate, to appreciate, to be with people that you love, that build you up, and that you enjoy being around. So don't be so consumed by the food and by whether or not you're perfectly on point, and be as present as you can. That actually takes care of most of the challenges that we face. Presence is everything. I hope that this was helpful. Please go ahead and comment your biggest takeaway below. What was most helpful for you? Grab that social summer blueprint guide that we have linked below, and we will see you in a video soon. Cheers.